Welcome back to the Wammo Gonzo podcast, and welcome to episode 141. We are here.
Spetsnaz verse 141.
Man, I tell you what, this is some opening day, like, type fucking weather. You know what I mean? Outside right now. We got a while.
You know how when you just sip a soda, you start choking, you can't even talk? That's like the vibe I had to give.
Damn.
That was my response.
I get it. It's nice out, man. I mean, I think it reached like a high of like 59, 60 today, Cincy, like 61.
69?
58.
No, 58.
That's right now. It's 58 out there. So, yeah.
Zoom in, damn it. Actually, I'm feeling kind of
Bro,
hot in this room.
I'm going to tell you. So, like, I was wearing a pullover. Nate was wearing his earlier. I took mine off.
I might have to, like, stretch out a bit.
So, I tell you what, I was on my commute here today, right? And like I had my like front two windows rolled down. I was playing some like Tupac, you know, like how do you want it? You know, how does it feel coming up? You know what I mean? Playing that song, and then I was also playing
a beeper in the fast lane.
Exactly, and then I was
for real.
And then I was playing the next song that came on was Biggie, like you know, I love the dough, no, then you know. You know what I mean? I was playing that.
That one kind of hit different.
Yeah, so like I was playing that, and I was just like vibing. I'm like, bro, like you can just see it. Like more people were out because of it being like a hair warmer outside today. Like you know, like I said, it's that type bark. Like it gets people out. Damn. Yeah, like it like pulls them out. Like people were just out today.
That
like,
or it's just nice out.
Nah,
and
like,
they're running. I've seen a lot of runners these days.
They training for that pig,
but
man.
I've seen them fuckers out when it's like -10. They're like, I'm still running.
I was out there when it was that cold. Yeah, I mean, it's that flying pig. It's coming up first Sunday of May. That'll be happening again.
Yeah, you better start conditioning for that.
No, I'll be on a cruise, like I said. No. I'll be on my vacation.
I'll do it for you.
Go for it,
I'll go
dude.
For the halfer.
Oh, fuck, dude. If anybody fucking runs that shit, I'm there to support him. My buddy
allowed
Ben's.
to walk or jog?
Yeah. Yeah, of course. But my buddy Ben's running the half, but I was thinking about doing, I don't know I was thinking about doing the mini heart marathon. It's coming up here in the March. It's like March 20-something, 5th or something. It's like a couple days before our birthday. But I'm pretty sure it is. I'm like, I don't know how I feel.
Mini marathon?
It's a half. It's a half marathon. So I don't know. I might do it. Or it's a 15K. However long a 15K is. I think 15K is less than fucking a half.
It's like a quarter marathon?
Or
a third of a marathon?
Yeah.
Shit. What's the real number? 20 what?
9.3. Okay.
So that is half.
Yeah, that's nothing. Yeah. No, half of a marathon's 13.1.
Oh, I'm looking at kilos.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I'm thinking about doing it. I'm getting slowly back into the running. Yesterday was my first day back to like doing some calisthenics after running, which is like, you know, working core and stuff off of your own body's weight. And it's like, yeah, right. So I fucking, dude, that kicked my ass. I'm like, this is what I've been needing to do. Cause you know, I kind of got a gut. I mean, I like a little gut.
Just wait till we're out running, sweating, dripping. It ain't even going to matter.
Exactly.
Just going to fly off of you.
I mean, hey, I'm all right.
I can't say that for everybody, but if you're out running, riding your bike, jacking off in the wind.
Two things it's taught me, right? Because like after the fucking marathon last year, right, I stopped running for like, probably like 3 months. It felt like, you know, where I like, you know, because I was so used to going like 3+ days a week, right, for so many miles each day, like thorough, doing my calisthenics, and then I fell off and I gained some weight, but like. So one thing it's taught me is to never quit now. Never like take that much time off, right? It's just like never take that much time off because you gain weight. But at the same time, it's like, it's okay. In life, you're going to fluctuate. You're going to lose weight, gain weight, lose weight, gain weight. Like it's cool. Like, so I really am not stressing over it. I was a little bit when like my pants started like becoming a little tighter.
Damn. How's your diet?
Diet's dog shit.
That's the most important.
It is dog shit, right? It's like, I mean, today I did okay. I ate some salad, you know what I mean? Like a good salad
Sometimes
with protein.
I just don't eat.
But yeah, I fast too. I fast regularly.
Like dinner, just don't eat dinner.
Fast, 24-hour fast?
I mean,
yeah,
half and half. You might have some like little snack at lunch or something.
Okay, break your fast, yeah. So I get that.
So you don't die.
That I know, right?
You're gonna be like,
people talk about the 3-day water fast.
I've heard of that.
People talk about that a lot.
I've probably heard.
You gotta start fucking talking to God at
Really?
some point.
You
to
start
make it
seeing
through.
shit.
Yeah, dude. That shit's real.
I don't want to do
I've-
that.
Bro, they
okay, the
probably have
longest-
no energy.
The longest I've ever fasted was a full 24 like hours. I fasted for like a little over 24 hours
That's
one
pretty
time.
good.
Yeah, that was gnarly. Yeah, wow.
For what reason?
I knew I was going to Jeff Ruby's the next day.
Jesus fuck! You just fasted for Jeff Rube, bro. That's kind of a vibe.
It is.
Just make room.
So I make room because so something I noticed, right, and this I actually pour into my first story.
No more McDonald's.
Obviously, like I created my list of notes and stuff, expecting to go down the line, but
I
now
hope none of you eat Wendy's either.
this just poured into my next story, right? I did eat Wendy's breakfast the other weekend.
All right, breakfast.
My
is
girlfriend fucks with their
All right.
breakfast.
The
dude.
breakfast is okay.
She loves their fucking
Get the sausage
egg, and
bun,
cheese
egg.
biscuit.
Yeah,
that shit's
fuck your
gay.
mother.
Honey butter chicken biscuit.
I had that. I wasn't too impressed.
I like
I think it could have used more honey butter
Yeah,
on
you
it.
can get extra.
Yeah. So we were
Honey
talking about
butter.
steak right there, right? Jeff Ruby's like fast for a whole day, right? Because it's the fucking Mecca. It's that good. So this past weekend, right? I went to Capitol Grill with my parents, right?
I heard of that.
So it's up there, Rookwood. You know what I mean? It's right next to Seasons 52, right by like fucking everywhere in Rookwood, right?
Edmondson Road, Brookwood Commons.
Exactly. Fucking, what's the other road beside Edmondson? There's another one right there. What is that, Nate? Tell it. There's another one.
I don't know.
Madison.
Madison.
Yeah.
Damn, Madison and Edmondson. bro.
So I went there with my parents. It was kind of spur of the moment.
Hyde Park.
It was like, my dad was in town. My mom was like, all right, I want to get out of the house, right? So we went to Capitol Grill because like my mom was able to get like a gift card for there from like points from like, like a American Express card. So
I got a fucking Capitol Grill card.
you know American Express credit cards, you can get like points with that shit, right?
Capitol Grill points.
Capitol Grill credit, or I say credit card, Capitol Grill gift card. You know how you can pick like gift
Did you
cards
say
with your
gift
points.
card?
Yeah.
I heard credit card.
It's from their American Express like credit card. So anyway,
Is it a
right?
credit card or not?
What?
Is it a credit card or not?
You
No.
can redeem your credit card points.
Thank
for
you, Nate.
Gift cards.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Gemini pays you in fucking Bitcoin or whatever. It's like
Just
other
restaurant
gift cards
points.
pay you in points, right? Yeah. So anyway, we go there, right? She orders the thing. All right, so I was gonna valet my car because I drove my parents so they could drink, right? Like drink and not have to worry about driving, right? So I drove them all the way out there, and we get there, and the valet line is long as shit, right? Valet line is just dumb long. So I'm like, all right, I'll just drop you guys off at the door, and I'll go park. Like, not a problem at all. Don't have a problem with walking because I fucking run all the time. Like, it's nothing. So I drop them off at the door. They go in, and then I see a spot, right? I see this spot, and it's like, and so I guess the valet service at fucking Capitol Grill is the same valet service as like Seasons 52. It's like tri-state parking fucking services or some shit. And so I see this spot, right? Because Seasons and Capitol are right next to each other. And so I guess they utilize like the same valet fucking function. So I see this spot, and it's like in the like third row over, and it's like the first spot, right? And there's a parking cone next, or like in front of this car, like next to the spot that's open, right? So I'm like, oh, cool. So I pull in and I go into back in, right? And as I'm backing in, fucking like somebody's just blaring on their horn fucking from the valet line, and he rolls down the windows. Another guy like, no, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I'm parking here, I'm about to eat at this restaurant. He's like, no, that's valet, and I'm like, so I flicked the dude off.
Damn.
Right,
Flipped off the valet.
bro, I flipped him off, and he's like, double flicks me off back. I'm like, go fuck your mother. I said it.
Damn.
I literally said, go fuck your mother to him.
Were your parents in the car?
I dropped him off. Like I said, I was parking the car. So I'm like, bro, I fucking speed out of that little fucking spot. I go park far as balls down in that little like fucking commons area right there. Like,
And you had to walk
there's
past
like a fucking what the fuck is like all right there, Nate? I mean, there's like a bunch of shit, like so many like new restaurants and shit right
BJ.
there. No, you're thinking of like fucking
Like Vitamin Shop is like over there. Right?
Yeah, Vitamin Shop, and then there's some other stuff
And
too.
there's the Paris Baguette down
Paris
over there.
Baguette right there.
They
So I
got
go
one.
park like by the Paris Baguette, and I fucking like I'm walking up. I'm heated right now, right? And you have to realize like this is the one thing. Like there's like a couple things that really piss people off when you're like straight sober like I am, and you've been for a couple of years. It's like traffic and like New York mentality fuckers like that guy, right? So, and I know I flicked him off first, right? I flicked the guy off first, but
Yeah, he's just the valet dude.
exactly, right? So I'm walking up. I'm heated. And there was also this like long-legged, pissed-off Puerto Rican valet worker too. And so I'm walking up, and I'm walking up. My chest is pumped out. You know what I mean? I'm fucking walking up, and he starts mocking me as I'm walking up. He's like,
Damn.
he starts mocking me. I'm like, oh, you want to go, papi? And I start like fucking, because you know how like I am, like you know how like we adapt to like fucking when we're talking to somebody else, start talking like them.
They
You know
just
what I mean?
older guys.
Bro, so I'm like, oh, you want to go, papi? I'm like, pendejo. I'm like, I don't even know what pendejo means. Like fucking, I was
Like
just.
bitch or bastard.
Yeah. And he's like, you won't go? You won't go? And he comes up in here, and you know, there's all these like nice old people, like fucking nicely dressed and shit, because it's like a nice restaurant, right? And I'm like, bro, you don't want to fuck with me right now. You do not
Dang.
want to fuck with me right now,
Ay,
dude.
cabrón.
And he gets in all the way in my face and fucking constantly walking up next to me, like, what are you gonna do, bitch? What are you gonna do? And I'm like, motherfucker, I'm a cop. He's like, fuck you, pig.
Damn.
I told him I was a cop. Like, so like, I
Dang.
walk in, dude. I'm infuriated.
Was that guy older? Or
He
he's
was like probably
your
like
age?
40s. I was like, go pinch your pennies, bitch. Like I told him that too.
Damn.
Yeah,
Pinch
I'm
your
like,
pennies.
yeah, you're fucking parking nice people's cars. What do you got to show, bitch? Like, fuck you, right? I'm the one eating here. You're the one valeting it. You know what I mean? It's like, so like, I get in. My fucking parents are at the bar because they're waiting for their table and shit. And I'm like, I'm pissed at this point, dude. Like I'm worked up. I never get this worked up ever. Like I never get out of character, right? I never allow myself to get like that where I get pissed off. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, my fucking parents are like, what's wrong? Why are you like fucking like looking weird right now? Looking wild, like in wild
Smelling
land.
weird.
Yeah. And I tell them what happened and stuff. And they're like, oh, did you they're like, just calm down, forget about it. You know, like telling me to like chillax, take a chill pill. I'm like, dude, like this motherfucker. 'Cause you have to understand, like my life, right? My job, I work in a therapeutic environment where it's like calm, cool, and collect. I'm in business professional mode all day long. So it's like, you know, and like usually civilly or it's civil across the board between every person I come across in my life, right? Not even just like outside of work, right? So like this shit happens, and it's like that New York mentality. It's like that's that anger, like, you know, people have, like, you know, you can't park your car there, fuck you, like, you know what I mean, like that type of vibe.
Kind of like road rage induced like anger.
Exactly, right? And so like I'm sitting there.
That one hits you pretty heavy.
So
When you're in your car, you're like, nobody fuck with me, nobody look at me, nobody sniff in my direction.
Exactly. So I finally calmed down, right? I chilled. I'm just like, all right. And like, I'm texting Hogan. I'm texting my girlfriend. I'm telling him what the fuck happened and shit. And I'm like, Hogan's like, that's hilarious. Like, I text him a paragraph describing exactly what happened, and he's like, dude, he's like, it's all good, dude. He is, because I was like, dude, I feel fucking like bad. I was like, I never get out of character like this. Like, I never do bad stuff like this anymore. Like, I'm not like this. And he's like, dude, it's all good. He's like, remember when that guy in Vegas tried to have a sober off with you at the fucking Tropicana? You remember that? He's like, it's good. It's like that type of shit just happens. Like people clash together. You know what I mean? And I was like, I know. So I initially was like, okay, I'm gonna apologize to
That's
God.
the other thing. You don't like when people ID you,
No.
no matter what.
Exactly.
It's
I
like gas
hate that.
station. Fuck your mother.
Yeah.
It's like they know I'm 26, 8, whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Right.
They gotta know it. They gotta smell it.
So because of like the life I live today, right, I initially calmed down and decided like I didn't have to call my sponsor, didn't have to call somebody. Like I already know. I was like, all right, I'm gonna fucking apologize to this guy at the end of the meal.
Damn.
I'm gonna flip him with 20. You know what I mean?
Jeez,
And
I
he
would've
didn't even
kept the
valid.
20.
You know what I mean? Like I totally decided. So remember how I was telling you like how like my mom got a gift card for this from her points and shit, like an e-gift card, you know? So by the time the meal's over, dude, we were there for like fucking 3.5, 4 hours. Because, you know, my parents drink.
Fuck.
Yeah, they
What
like
the
to
hell
drink.
do you do the whole time?
Eat, fucking, you know what I mean? Have the different courses of food, salad, or you know what I mean?
4 hours.
Steak and then dessert, coffee, you know?
Jeez, coffee too.
So we get to the end of the meal. The gift card didn't even fucking deliver yet.
course.
It says it took like fucking anywhere from like an hour to 3 hours. It's been like 5 hours since she initially like fucking got it. They're like, my mom's like stressing my dad. He's like on phone with Indian tech support for American Express.
Like, this card ain't working.
So like, they get to the end of the meal. They just had to put it on their credit card
Jesus.
because the fucking gift card didn't even come through.
That's how they fuck
So
you.
I'm just like in my mind like, okay, if my parents, and then our reservation wasn't even until like 7:15.
Damn,
My
you
mom,
know they were eating
my mom
some, like,
made us
extra
get
shit.
there at like 6:30, right? It's like she thought it was an earlier reservation, so like she didn't even know too. I'm like, it just felt like we just shouldn't even have came to this place,
Pretty much.
and like so. Where this conversation gets back into the steak when we were talking about like fast in 24 hours for Jeff Ruby's, right? Is like, okay, Capitol Grill, it was great. I'm grateful, you know, it's like my parents bought me a nice meal. Forever grateful. But like I realized and stuff, I was like, it wasn't even that good. Like the fucking potatoes were over salty. The fucking like lobster mac I got had like fucking 2 bits of lobster in it. It's like, this was dog shit. And like the steak was alright, but it wasn't Jeff Ruby's good. And I was just like, it fucks my mind. I'm just like, it wasn't even that good. And then all this shit occurred. But talking about the steak though is like, I realized I didn't take a shit for the whole next day. I was constipated, and I realized, I was like, that's what happens to me every time I eat steak. Is like, it's hard as fuck on my body to process. So now I'm just like, all right, next time I eat steak, I'm gonna make sure I cut that into little bits and pieces and like take my time on it, because it's like, that's hard for your body to process. It's like fucking cow beef, you know what I mean?
Red meat.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard for your body
That's
to
good
process.
shit.
It is crazy shit though. That
So what happened with the valet fuck?
Oh, okay. So I conclude the story, right? And I go out at the end of the meal. It's like 10:15 at night or some shit. Like, we were there forever. And they're gone. The valet is already done because it's like,
Yeah.
dinner rush is over.
Yeah, fuck your mother.
It's like, all right, I'm good. But like, that shit, dude, I have not been that angry in so long. Like, I don't know where it came out of me. Then I asked Hogan, I was like, is it weird that I kind of like the adrenaline rush it gave me?
Yeah. No, it's not weird.
I know. Like, I was saying, I
That's
was like,
your high.
that's what I'm saying. I was like, well, dude, because I don't get to fucking, you know, get high anymore or drink anymore. I was like, it was like
He's chasing the adrenaline.
an altering chemical in my brain releasing, and I'm like, I kind of like that shit. And it's like, I see where
Yeah.
people like get like
Just go
that.
up to everyone and be like, fuck your mother. Just to hype up for the day. Hey,
So getting alternative highs through anger and violence, not the best cup of tea to drink on. You know what I mean?
bro, I could go for like a diet or like a water right now.
I got you. What would you like?
I don't know. What sounds
Water,
good?
diet.
What sounds good? A diet or water?
Remember, the diets are expired unless they still got a fresh
Shit.
one in the back.
I should get a water.
Water.
Clean caffeine, no Coke. We already had coffee. I can't mix them. Yeah,
Courtesy water.
appreciate you.
So,
Thanks for getting that out of my cooler that I brought.
No problem. Coleman. We ain't Yeti fuckers. We're Coleman fuckers. Coleman. Keeping America good.
Kane.
So I gotta bring this up, right? This is pretty fucking wild. So, all right, I've been balls deep in a new video game with Hogan. Hogan pretty much peer pressured me into getting this game, because you know how I pay for Xbox Game Pass, which includes like my online fucking
Is it like
allowance.
Game Pass Plus or some Game
So I
Pass
pay for that,
Gold?
right? I pay for that. This game was not on Game Pass. So I was like, fuck. $40. So I dropped $40 and bought this game. This game is called Arma Reforger. Okay? So obviously I've been a huge fan of PUBG. Similar to PUBG, but not at all, right? So Arma Reforger is created by the same people that created DayZ. But what Armor Reforger is
a
this?
mod.
This is not Call of Duty. This is not Battlefield. This is a military simulator.
Mm-hmm.
And each game takes about 15 to 30 minutes to load into. And then each game from beginning to end takes about anywhere from 3 to 4 hours.
She,
It's a full-blown military simulator. No,
thing still?
it is the Americans versus the Russians in the heart of the Cold War. And you have to go and capture different objectives on a map and fight for the objectives. And there's over 120 plus people in each lobby.
Sounds like Battlefield.
So this game is absolutely insanity, dude. It's absolutely incredible.
Let me guess, it's Battle Royale.
No, it is not Battle Royale. Like I said, it's a military simulator.
Hmm.
It is like one of a kind. I've never played it before in my life.
Sounds like Battlefield.
You literally like start and you have to go capture bases, and then at the bases you build like radio stations. You build like you go and gather resources to build like fucking infantry supplies like guns and be able to customize your class to create a class. And then you like can build like small vehicle depots, large vehicle weapon depots, helipads. There's probably something else I'm missing because like I've only been into it for a week. But then you all go out, and so how you communicate is not just like multiplayer, Activision AI, lobby chat, get banned. It's literally
Check if it's cross-compatible.
It is cross-compatible.
With PC.
It is. So this is the thing, right? How you communicate with each other, you have a platoon radio. And then you have different channels on the radio for whatever mini like team you're on within the platoon, right? And then you have proximity chat.
This is Battlefield
So
on steroids.
Yeah, on steroids.
It's
so
real
then
team centered.
yes, and so you have to be like team centered, and it's
you can
like
respawn and shit, right?
yes, you can, and so like you literally just like, dude, it's just like fucking. So many people going and just biting. So there is, but in the modded lobbies. So craziest thing is Hogan plays on PS5, right? He was like, dude, I love this shit. We found this amazing lobby, and I'll talk about the one lobby we've been playing, right? There's 2 different maps, but in the modded lobbies, right, which I didn't figure out, Hogan does not have access to. PlayStation does not allow mods because it's Sony, right? I guess for whatever reason. Xbox, I downloaded mine. I was like, Hogan, what is this workshop thing? And it's literally full of mods.
Dang.
And it's on Xbox. And you can download literally anything in the fucking world on this game. Like, there's ray gun from Call of Duty. There's fucking A-10 Warthog fighter planes, F-18s. There's fucking mini bird helicopters. There's fucking boats. There's fucking like any type of cars. There's any type of weapon and be able to customize the weapon. There's like... And so the other crazy part is the map, right? To how to see your location, you can't just press start. Where am I on the map? GTA just tells me my pinpoint location. No, it's like 1980 or 80 something, 89 when this game takes place. So like how you figure out is you literally have to use a compass.
Pull up the map.
You have to use a compass, or you pull out your map and you have to look for landmarks. Like there's lighthouses. There's like a giant radio tower that you literally, it's called Signal Hill.
Does it look like that, or is it?
Yeah, so that map right there to the left is Everon, I believe. Yep. And then there's
That's what the handheld device looks like?
No, that's just the main map when you press select and you pull out your map.
I want to see this little handheld thing.
Yeah, so there's Everon, and then there's I forget the name of the other one. It's Everon, and there's
there she is.
No,
is
not that. No, that's a mod. That's a mod.
Damn.
Yeah. Everon and Forever, but I think Everon's been the main one we've been playing.
Of the little tool. Is it that thing?
It's there's a compass and a map. You get both. And then there's also other
Sounds
things.
dope.
So like if you get shot or something, right? Depending on where you get shot in your body, you have to use a certain type of medical aid, right? So you have bandages, you have a tourniquet, you have a morphine injection.
Can you help your homies out too?
Yes, and then dude, you can customize all of your
Pressing the button.
yeah, you can customize all of your clothing, like whatever like type of like military like fatigues you want. Like there's so many different vehicles and stuff. So the cool part about this game is like it's not just like everyone just go in, start fighting. Like people like you pretty much get like you can have a job in the game, right? Like so there's one person and I'll talk about this in a minute. There's one person who's like pretty much like the leader of the game, right? On each side that commands everyone and tells you like everyone like we got to go take Montana, we got to go take Arkansas, we got to go take California, we got to go take Massachusetts, we got to go take Ohio, right? And like that's the different bases. Then you go try to collect as many bases as you can and fight them, but like it's so fucking real, dude. It's a military simulator.
Sounds like it.
And so like not only is there the main person of the game, but like the jobs, right? So there's people that like specialize and like will just fly the not planes, the helicopters, and will literally go and land the helicopter, pick up guys, like drop them off, and like strategically too. It's not
That's
just
a
like
vibe.
no, I don't think I know how to fly. Like I haven't even flown one yet because like I just let the fucking professionals do it. Like literally they'll go like this
There
and then
is-
like nose dive in and land like upside down, like turn in like that, and like if it's like the base is near water, they'll like hover near the water, and like dude, it's wild. It's absolutely fucking wild. And then there's some people that'll stay at a base and just guard from a machine gun nest. Like dude, there's
This sounds addiction worthy. I
like-
might be down.
like for the Americans, you have like M16s, and you can customize your M16 to like either have a grenade launcher on it. For sights, the M16 can either have like a 4x or a red dot, and then you have like an M14, which will be your sniper. And then you have like a pistol, which is like I think it's like a Beretta. It's like Cold War guns. And then that's besides that, you have like an M72 Law, and then that's literally it for the Americans' weapons. And then for the Russians, they have like AKs, different types of AKs. They have like a Dragunov. They have RPGs and shit. But like, dude, and then you have like Humvees, you have Willys Jeeps on the American side, and then you have like transport trucks. And then, like I said, there's the Russians have like civilian cars. They have their UAZ, which is like a Willys Jeep. They have their transport trucks. They have like a big Russian helicopter, and it's just like,
So this shit is $40.
dude, and it's literally each game. It takes like 3 to 4 hours to fucking win or like play. Like, yeah, it's just
3
nonstop.
to 4 hours. That's
Yeah,
long as
dude.
fuck.
Me and Hogan have just been like fucking high off this shit. Like it has blown my brain in half. I didn't think a video game like this ever existed. Like seriously,
When did it come out? Sounds new.
Reforger came out I think like a year ago. But there's like, of course, was Arma 2, and Arma 3 before this. But this one, and then so there's modded lobbies, right? And the modded lobbies, like I said, you could have like anything in it, like anything. Like they have like all different types of tanks and crazy shit. Like it, dude, it's a lot. Like it's a lot to comprehend and take in. And then like how you aim, like dude, your aim is shitty if you're just standing. Even in prone, it's kind of shitty. You need to lay down if you really want to fucking do a good shot on somebody. Like, I mean, and then you can change, obviously, just like COD, you can change from single shot to like burst, or like if the M16 is the certain type that's full auto. Like, I mean, there's just so many fine points into it. And like, it's really just getting used to all the buttons, of course, but so the certain lobby we've been playing in, it's called the Misfit Squad is the name of the lobby. And there's this guy who comes in, Nate, if you want to pull it up for the people. And this guy is the best impersonator of Donald Trump, and he plays it. He's like, we all need to kick these commie assholes out of Arkansas, and we need to get over there ASAP. We need to get some resources in there, and we need to build a small vehicle depot in Massachusetts and start drilling off or start ripping off vehicles over to Texas. Yeah, so like you'll hear him for a brief second.
What back, baby? What can I say? Ah, shit, they got one.
15 more seconds, gentlemen. Well done, you fought hard. You pushed those commies back, John Orba, you're a bitch. Stay losing, you're never gonna be a winner.
What the fuck?
Dude, and he's in the lobby every night with me and Hogan, dude. He always plays that certain lobby,
You know
dude.
this guy?
I forget his name. His name in the game's like Aquila Drift or some shit. But like, yeah, he literally just imitates Donald Trump to a T, and it's fucking sweet, dude. And he talks on the platoon radio, or he's in proximity chat if you're nearby him, and he literally just directs everybody and tells you what to fucking do. He's like, well, we need to get these guys from Texas, and we need to get some eagles in the sky over to Arkansas, and we need to go take Kentucky. Somebody go get Signal Hill so we can get radio back online. Who the fuck built he'll be like, who the fuck built a resources depot here? We need a fucking small vehicle depot. He's like, somebody get a command truck over there so we can start getting some people in. And he's like, he just tells people what to do strategically. The guy like fucking loves his role. Like, dude, he's so hard into the game. It's insanity, dude.
Real nerd fucker.
Just a real nerd fucker, dude. Like, having fun, and people like love him. And then when people like, because you can vote to kick people out of a lobby too, like people will try to vote to kick him out because like people hate him, or like he'd be like, don't let these liberals fool you. When he's like, he's like, we will prevail and we will move forward. Like, it's so good, dude. It's me and Hogan were up to like 2 last night playing this shit, and we finally won after our match last night was 3 hours and 10 minutes. That's how long it took to win the game.
How many kills you get?
Fuck, I don't really even know, but I ranked up because I took Signal Hill a couple times, which is a radio tower.
Bond who?
Yeah, for real, Bond Hill. But like, it's just been like, it's been the new thing recently. Nate, I seriously want you to get it. Tyler, I'm seriously want you guys to get this shit.
$40.
Yeah,
Huh?
this will be a weekend game only for me.
Yeah, weekend only.
$40,
Yeah, it's like
huh?
I haven't even touched COD and PUBG now because it's like fuck. It's fucking it's it, dude. It's so much fun. It takes a minute to get used to, but once you get used to it, you're like, all right, I see how this shit works. And there's like how you find where enemies are, because you'll just get fucked out of the blue, and you'll just be like, how the fuck did they see? And like you aim in a certain way, and then like you just communicate to your like people on, or like commies on the ridgeline. Commies on the ridgeline. You can play as the Russians too if you want, but I haven't. I'm just like, America.
Damn, that's a vibe.
Yeah, dude. And then you can people get dirty with it. Like, you can go kill the Russians, and then like you have to realize you only can see your teammate's name above their head for like so many certain meters out, and then after that you can't see their name above their head. So like, you know, if you're aiming down a sniper scope and stuff, and like, okay, then you can see the American helmet, you know what I mean, the different fatigues. But like, it gets dirty where people will fucking like throw on Russian clothes. We'll go throw on Russian clothes and be around a base and in proximity chat. We'll just be fucking with them, like, and they'll think we're like, yeah. And then like, they'll do the same thing in American uniforms and shit. And so like, it's wild, dude. And then they'll like, you can jump in Russian vehicles too and like act like you're fucking Russian, go around their bases and shit. Like,
What the fuck?
it's wild. Sleeper Agent 8, yeah. It's fucking real. It's really real,
It is real. I'm glad we're getting to hear about it.
dude. It's fucking it.
We'll
dude.
see if I make it around. It looks fun.
Nate, just type in like fucking like, I don't know, like, or scroll down, see if there's any armor or forger like.
Yo, what's up? Did you see anything? You see anything, bro?
For a while.
No, not for a while.
Yeah.
That's what's up, bro.
Yeah, it's been quiet on the side.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is where they attacked just before that last one over here, so I doubt they'll.
You can play in first and third person. He had a bayonet on his AK.
Yo, what's up? Did you
Hey,
see
keep
anything?
scrolling. Oh yeah, watch this shit. Watch that shit.
That was real life.
That's what I mean, dude.
This is insane.
Yeah, man, we're fucked, dude. We're completely fucked. Sorry. Our rotor's down.
Alright, good time before we crash.
Let's go back and land. We'll go back and land. Don't worry.
I don't think we're gonna be able to make it, dude. I don't know, we might.
Don't worry, boys. I've done this a million times.
I'm gonna get sick, yo.
I think I am too. I am. We're nauseous here.
That's if we don't keep going down into these fucking hills. Oh, God.
The map is huge too.
Lower and lower.
It's probably bigger than GTA 6.
Dude, it scares the shit out of me. Come on. claimed it. Oh my god, he did it. Raptor fucking did it, Raptor. Holy shit.
Dude, some of these helicopter pods are good. Nate, scroll down for a couple more, and then we'll move on.
This
Obviously,
game is sponsored by YouTube.
that's
Shorts.
real. That's not it. I don't know.
I think that's it. We got our hit.
Yeah,
we got
you
our
you
bucks.
got your
That's
hit. You
it.
got your hit.
No more good reels. Got to lock it up.
Nope. So yeah, that shit. It's been great, dude. Yeah, I highly recommend it. It's blowing me away again. I needed something to keep me alive until GTA 6. I'm like, PUBG COD's all right, but it kind of is like, Tyler, play it for a week, turn it off. It's like, it's kind of like that. It's gonna
What,
like,
do you just play when your chick's working or something?
dude. Yeah, I mean, I'd play it every fucking night till like fucking 1 a.m. I don't care.
Damn.
But yeah, the modded lobbies I haven't really been toying with too much. And then there's also some other like play modes where you can like go and like, I don't know. There's some weird other little game modes I haven't toyed in with them too much, but yeah. Oh, so we move on from that Armor Forger. It's it's real. It's real. So I want to talk about, did you guys hear Hooters is shutting down?
Mm-hmm.
That's shitty, man.
I've never been there. I think I've been there once.
Really?
Probably.
They got some good fucking Parmesan garlic wings. Them are the best.
Yeah, their wings are probably all right.
Yep.
Bankruptcy.
Yep. So I watched this video again on like Instagram Reels, right? Explaining why they're going bankrupt. And the reason being is like millennials and people don't really give a fuck about this like 90s beer ad type of vibe anymore, where it's like they, you know, it's like people want like more of like a fucking like, that's kind of out, right? And they're saying like Twin Peaks is kind of in.
That kind of took over, yeah.
Yeah, Twin Peaks is in. It's like that's the more of the vibe they want to see women dressed as, not this 90s beer ad vibe.
What do they dress like at Twin Peaks?
I'm not sure. Nate, what does Twin Peaks type
Twin
of girls
Peaks
look?
Dress code.
Twin Peaks versus Hooters.
Do they let guys work there? Oh, shit. I could see why.
Yeah. So, see, they'll like dress UFC. They got a UFC collab with them.
Huh, I didn't know they were dressing like that.
Yeah. So, like, that's.
Guy.
So they're showing a little more in these.
Yeah.
But they're going with the jean shorts vibe. Like, that's different.
Yeah. And they've changed it up maybe a little bit here and there. But like, yeah, Hooters is just kind of going off the map. Like, I feel like because Hooters, to be honest with you, it does not have that great of quality food. Their food's kind of like trash. And like Twin Peaks supposedly has like a lot better of quality of food, where like, you know, Hooters is just like kind of, you know, not there anymore.
Restaurant concept.
Damn.
Well, I guess that's where the name Twin Peaks comes from.
Yeah.
A reference to the breasts.
Yeah.
Kind of deep if you think about it.
It is.
Same with
Hooters. Yeah.
That's why it's like a boob. It's a breastraunt, like they say in the fucking title. So
it's like you ain't getting hired with an A cup.
Probably not. Probably not.
So
Damn.
Sad about it though. I'm like, damn, because I like their Parmesan garlic. We ate there in the Oyo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wonder if girls even want to work at Hooters anymore.
Not really. Well, the other reason too is saying that like not that many women want to work there because like who wants to go work for some penny ass tips when women can just go do OnlyFans and shit like that and like make a fucking killing?
Well, I don't think that's an argument, but
yeah,
you're being a server, you're not fucking people.
Yeah, exactly.
But maybe the step in between stripper. That's like an in between space.
Exactly.
But if they just want to be a server,
yeah,
Twin Peaks will take you.
Yep.
They're in the union, maybe. We don't know.
So that's made me kind of sad. Man, one big thing I want to talk about too right now is, did you guys hear we're about to get like $5,000 from Trumpy?
I've heard talks.
Yeah. So Trump and Elon, obviously, as Tyler said, right? Elon, he just plugged up the AI machine, like beep, 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 to, you know, the Doge, to the fucking spending. It's like, this is where you're going wrong. This is where you're fucking up. This is where you're doing okay. And now the Trump administration wants to do away with federal taxes. And
they want to lower federal taxes.
they want to do away with federal taxes.
Is it federal or state?
Federal. So you know how on all your pay stubs you get X amount taken away for federal, and then at the end of the year, you know, like you file your taxes and shit, and you don't get
I
fucking
think it's
dick back.
income taxes. I don't think it's federal taxes.
So what they want to do is they want to get essentially rid of the IRS. Trump wants to get rid of the IRS, the
Or
Internal
downsize.
Revenue Service, and he wants to change it to the External Revenue Service. So the External Revenue Service would be in charge of taxing all of the imported goods that come into America, right? Because that's, you know, all these people, all these fucking countries, China is shipping in all their fucking shit, right? Mm-hmm. And
well, everywhere, because we don't have a lot
exactly,
of our
right?
own.
And they're making a killing on it, right? So, and he realizes, like, why the fuck is the Americans paying all this money, right? Federal taxes. It's stupid. So they want to do away with it, and he wants to give everyone at least a minimum check of $5,000 for all the federal taxes we've already paid so far in our
I
lives.
don't think that's going to... Well, the check might happen. I don't think he's going to get rid of the IRS. But that's, that's a bold move.
Rewrite tax season.
Ads galore.
It's like, pay for us.
Well, we were going to read it, but we can't now.
What the fuck? Back, Nate. Back. Click the back button.
Anyways, to be honest, AI is your best bet with these fucking news articles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, we don't know. They're cutting something.
So there's a possibility, though, again, right, that here within the next year or two, we're going to receive a check for $5,000 for all the federal taxes we've been paying, and they're going to slash federal taxes.
About it yet.
I don't know.
That's a bold statement.
It is, but that's free $5,000 for all the federal taxes we've been paying.
Can he do it? Is the question.
Oh, fuck yeah, he's going to do it. He's a businessman.
But can he do it?
Oh, yeah. They're going to make it happen.
We'll see.
Stimulus checks coming out. It ain't coming out February 31st. If it came out that quick, I'd shit a brick. We're going to Vegas.
That's a down payment. Well,
Apparently it was a joke.
No, that's the fucking February 31st is a joke. That ain't gonna happen by February 31st.
February 31st isn't a real day.
That's my point. Yeah.
well, I don't know about these ads.
Yeah.
But we could get the facts if you want to pull up, you know, Gemini or GPT or one of them. But yeah, can it happen? It can happen.
Dude,
For
I
a
think
second,
it
I
is.
thought you were pulling up the credit card thing. That is the credit card.
We can do that.
Yeah, no, I think you already passed
We
it.
can do
Gemini,
that together.
You
Sign
already
me
passed it.
up.
It's the first link. There you go. That's the first one.
It's just like Trump 5K.
Well, I guess, is it even possible to do away with the IRS? Hello, Kanye. Damn, are they allowed to do that?
It's Trump 5K.
Damn, Gemini's on some Nazi shit. There we go. Is Trump 5K real? I can't help with that right now.
Damn.
Just be like, can the president get rid of IRS? The dying questions. Yeah, Gemini kind of sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah, this ain't GPT.
No, the president cannot get a IRS. See, it has to go through Congress,
Yeah.
all that shit. So
Yeah, of
it's
course.
possible, but is it likely? I don't know. Because IRS, they got their hands in everyone's pocket, literally.
Yep.
And who knows who has their hands in the IRS pocket, you know? So it's like someone in Congress is going to be like, fuck this shit. Fuck the
Yeah.
Americans. They
You
don't
got
get
all
the
your
5K.
fucking. Yep.
And that's it. That's what's going to happen.
I don't know, man.
We might see maybe a 600 stimmy.
Nah, I'm thinking that it's gonna happen. It's like 5K on a deadbeat.
Well, it sounds like a great idea, but they also have to. They maybe have evidence, but they haven't shown evidence that the spending is fraud or excess or we're being overtaxed, etc. They might have the evidence though,
Oh yeah, they do.
but they haven't presented it yet. So I think we don't want to get too excited just yet. But yeah, there's probably some cool things in the work as far as the business side of things goes.
We're definitely cooking.
Making better moves compared to Joe Biden, I can tell you that. And we're doing more to stop the war in Ukraine than Joe Biden, I can tell you that. So he's going for peace. I mean, maybe at first we're going to feel the effects of all these federal layoffs, but maybe in the end there's a grand plan maybe, so just got to hold out and keep hoping. But for now, don't expect really any inflation to go down. Don't expect too much changes overnight. I mean, we're smart. We didn't expect fucking changes overnight. Like, it'll take at least a year for everything to really kick in. But yeah. Because I know there's people now that are like, "What? Why aren't the egg prices going down yet?" I thought he was. It's like, well, okay, overnight it's just gonna happen. We're just gonna flip the switch. The eggs are $2 now.
Shit, the eggs are like $6-7 now too.
Oh yeah, well, I think he's gonna hurt it, but also bring it down after he's done. Kind of like he's gonna fuck it up, then he's kind of just gonna let it. Go back down. So we're gonna see probably some hikes, some price hikes, but we're probably going to see it kind of deflate a little bit. Well, the idea is to charge us less taxes, therefore we're making more of our own money.
The entire flock is euthanized, which means they kill them.
I'm wondering if is it bird flu that's causing this shit, or is it just like moving the product into the States taking too long?
These are the three reasons: bird flu, supply and demand,
fuel. I think it's fuel costs.
Increased costs for fuel, feed, and labor.
Don't forget, a lot of our farmers are illegal immigrants, believe it or not.
Damn, you're very
and
correct on that.
They're getting kicked out of the country. So
that's
we're going to be missing that little sector.
It's true.
That little chunk. And
that's scary.
I need to read up on what the tariffs are up to with Canada and Mexico, but he plans to put those in place like March 1st. I can't remember if it's on imports or I think it's on imports, not exports. I can't fucking remember. But the whole idea is to charge everyone else more money, make it more fair for us, to be honest, because we've been getting hit with tariffs by other countries, and because of the previous administration's terrible trade deals. That's what happened. But he changed NAFTA. That's a big one for Canada, Mexico, USA. But he still wants to tariff you guys. So I don't know. He's kind of just like, I don't give a fuck. You can send troops to the border, but you know what? We're going to fucking tariff your dick. So we'll see how it goes. But all of our fruit comes from Mexico. All of our vegetables come from Mexico. So we kind of need them.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if he tariffs them, if that affects the amount of fruit coming in here or how that works. But I guess we're going to find out. But that's kind of the lay of the land.
It's scary.
It's a lot all at once. There's like immigration, trade, taxes. What do you call that? Like economics, or I don't even fucking know. Like taxes. I don't know.
I think it's economics.
There's not like a big focus on much. Like it's mainly economy, immigration, and what was the other thing? Trade. So that's all I can think of. I mean, he's not really pushing anything else at the moment.
Nothing else to be really pushed.
But I don't know.
That's the main stuff.
There's a lot.
That's the main stuff.
Yeah, it's tough because it's like you might not agree with every single thing he's doing, but it's like he might do something cool over here that helps you out, but it's like, why is he fucking with the shit over here? And that's kind of like it's a gift and a curse at the same time. But would I rather Joe Biden be in office or Kamala Harris be in office? I can't really give a yay on that one.
My mother thinks that J.D. Vance will be the next president.
I hope he is. To be honest, I'd prefer him over Trump. Like, he's just for things to calm down, and he's got a settled mind. He's not like out here like, go fuck your mother, fucking Zelensky. You know, we gave you $300 billion and you want more. You're a corrupt country. You need to resign, Zelensky, Vladimir. Like my friend, other Vladimir Putin over here, he did the right thing. He invaded you fuckers. Well, that's what they're promoting now is Putin's the good guy. My thoughts on it are Trump's kissing Putin's ass for the sake of peace and quitting the war. So if that's all it takes, then they got 3 weeks to quit. And if they don't, we're going to tell them, you go fuck your mother. Basically.
That's crazy to think that Ukraine and Russia have just been in an armor forger for like the past fucking like
and it
several
wouldn't have
years.
happened it wouldn't have happened to anyone else but Biden.
Bye. Yep.
And I mean, it goes deep. They lied about like having a secure border. They didn't have a secure border.
Mm-mm.
They I don't know. They continued to lie. I couldn't see myself voting for liars. If you think they didn't try to like influence the 2020 election, you have Zuckerberg censoring shit. You have Jack Dorsey on Twitter censoring shit. And then you have mail-in voting. It's like, how does that seem right? And then you fast forward to 2024, they try to kill the guy. It's like, this is kind of fishy.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, it's like, what do they got to hide? But I don't know. And then they hit him with the 34 felonies, which are technically misdemeanors, but he's a felon. He's a felon. He's a felon.
That's what they try to think. Make us think.
That's an old-ass story, but all that really happened was he falsified business documents. But he was trying to cover up that he was fucking Stormy Daniels on the campaign trail. He was like telling her like, hey, keep quiet. I didn't, you know what I mean?
Nate, can you pull up Stormy Daniels for the viewers just to let them see this type of meat? We just got to look at it. Just to take a stank at it.
Dang.
Stormy Daniels.
She's probably what, like...
You don't got to do Trump. Just type in Stormy Daniels. I just want to see.
Let her be her own woman.
Yeah, her own entity.
What is she, like 45? She's still young.
Oh,
Bro,
American pornographic film?
Yeah, she's a porn star.
Damn, she's a porn star.
He paid her hush money to be like, hey, don't tell everyone I was fucking you, you know, or whatever.
Damn.
Whatever they were doing.
He's like, I've been sucking his dick since the 80s.
Bro, look at his face. He's like... yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I don't... Who know? I mean...
Ivanka didn't care. She knew I loved blonde women forever.
I know pieces of the full story. I don't even really... I'm just giving the facts here. He paid her to be quiet, basically.
Damn. Those are her movies? Lust on the Prairie.
Damn, she was in 40-Year-Old Virgin?
She was in Knocked Up.
Damn.
That's who was played Knocked Up? Damn.
There's no way. That's interesting. Well, she's kind of an old school porn star.
Yeah.
But bro, they just show like Melania right there.
Who the fuck's Ivanka? Is that his daughter?
I believe, or his ex-wife, one of the two. Can we get on Gemini and say like, what was Trump's hush money for? Or like, was there some sexual abuse to
Something
Stormy
tells me
Daniels?
Gemini is like liberal.
I'm getting the vibe like they don't want to.
Yeah. GPT's like fucking across the board. Like, we'll do anything.
Get on Grok and we'll tell you some extra shit. Sum up the Trump. Oh, jeez.
Damn, it is. It is.
All
this
right.
is liberal.
Just hit Google search. See if it just searches for you. Oh.
Damn.
They'll tell you something.
Yeah, man, what?
Trump Stormy Daniels case. Yeah, hit him with that.
Wiki.
One night sexual encounter took place in 2006. When did he start dating fucking what's her name? Melania. Pornographic film star.
Damn, Trump's attorney paid $130,000 to Daniels as hush money to buy her silence during the 2016 Trump campaign.
Those were the 2016 campaign. Damn.
Bro, I love that picture of Trump. He's just like, he's
Oh,
so
he's real
serious.
stern.
Oh, he was just like, you fuck me, I'll fuck you.
Bro, that looks like his mugshot almost. Like some
That's a
real
vibe.
shit. So obviously this was
Damn,
at the same time
his
he was with
signature goes
Melania.
hard.
So did he cheat on his wife then? That kind of. Trump was married to Melania. All right. Damn. Yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
Barren. The like 12
He
foot
was
long.
4 months. He was cheat. Jesus. All right. Well, we never said he was a good guy, but back in 2006, a brief meeting. Invited to dinner, asked him to meet in a hotel room. Questions about her life. Daniel said she grew up poor. Trump allegedly asked wide-ranging questions about the business model of porn.
So what do you think about it?
He asked her about a condom and using it for STDs. Talked about being a guest on The Apprentice. She find Trump stripped in his underwear sitting in bed. She testified, I think we should go, and moved toward the door. But Trump allegedly stood in her way, saying in part, "This is the only way you're going to get out of the trailer park." Why the fuck would he? Is that something he would say? She could not remember how she ended up in bed, but she agreed to dinner.
That they had sex in the missionary position, and Trump chose not to use a condom. He's like, I want all of it. Give me all of it. HIV, herpes, gonorrhea, give it all to me.
But she also said that she was blacked out at the time.
Neither
so-
force nor under the influence.
Can you hit that number 8 that keeps popping up everywhere? I want to see what this is. Hit the link for number 8. Let me get the number 8. That's on Reuters. They might fucking ad block your ass.
What the fuck is Rudis?
Yeah.
Roosters.
Chicken
It
wing.
was up. Porn star Stormy Daniels.
Holy scheisse. Yeah. Why do they do that shit? Trying to
Well-
make a dollar.
Yeah, at this point, it's like, who do you believe? We don't have all the facts, I guess.
Jeez.
I'm staying out of it. I don't
This is
got
like-
an opinion. I'm just sharing
I
facts
don't either.
here.
I don't
We don't know. He cheated on his wife. That was wrong. He might have abused this lady, but we don't know.
Make it out of the trailer park. Damn.
So I guess she sued him again for this to pop back up, or what the fuck happened?
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, it could honestly be like either way. Like, well, I can tell you one person's lying. We don't know which one person it is.
I ain't gonna trust a porn star.
But then it's like, are you gonna trust Donald Trump
Hey,
to not use his dick? You know what I mean?
he
That's a
was
little
he was in
different.
Home Alone. It's cool. He's like right down the hallway to the left.
And then he got charged with one more. Can you put in Jean? Jean Trump fitting room? Jean Carroll. Jean Carroll, but she's an
Jeez.
author. This was the case where they found Trump guilty of sexually abusing her, but it wasn't a criminal case, it was a civil case, which means they didn't have enough evidence to prove it, but they had enough to call him a felon, I guess, or whatever the fuck you call it.
What
But-
the hell?
It happened back in 1978. In a fitting room. Apparently, he used his finger in the fitting room against her will. And maybe, I can't remember if it just says sexually abusing and then the defamation, which means lying about her name. But this is the one that stuck of all the people that said Trump raped or abused them. But it wasn't a criminal, it was a civil case, which means like they didn't have reasonable doubt or whatever, but they were kind of like, well, Her friend says you did it. She say you did it. That's all we know. But that's true. So, again, who do you believe? I don't know. It's like, obviously you want to side with the victim of an abuse, but it's like, how do we know this happened? It could have not.
Back in 78.
It could have not.
I guess
There's the third one is the picture where he was like, I've never met this girl, and then apparently there's a picture of him shaking hands with her back in what, 87 or something.
Oh, so she was like a MILF at the time.
So during his defamation, or that's not what it's called. When he's in court and they're questioning him, he says like, they showed him that picture and he's like, I've never met this girl. First he said that in the video, he's like, that's my first wife right there. He thought that was his first wife in the picture. Like, so either he was making that up or he was just truly like retarded. He's like, who the fuck is this lady? So there's evidence on both sides. His lawyers and shit didn't have too much of a defense because, well, his angle was like, I didn't do it. So kind of just went with her, and her friends said he did it, and that was it. There's no like, footage from the dressing room or the store or whatever the fuck,
CCTV, cocksucker.
Yeah.
1978.
So all this shit kind of hits you at once, and it's just like, yeah, I don't know. He could be a total piece of shit, or like they're all just lying. How do we know? How do we know? It's completely possible that she's lying or he's lying. Either way, he's sitting in power right now, and that could be a good or a bad thing. We don't know.
Flip the story.
You can't fucking fact check this. Like, how you gonna fact check it?
Well, he's got more power than the Raleighs. That's for damn sure.
That's true too. So yeah, it's a weird one. I'm sure I think he has like 5 other. I don't know if they're ongoing or past
pending cases.
Abuse, sexual cases from women. It's either true or it's a witch hunt. So we don't know. Truly, we don't know. Like, they don't have enough evidence to put him in criminal court, so we truly don't know. And so I'm at the point of just sharing information. It's like, he could be a piece of shit, or, he's fucking Donald Trump, the New York guy, the real estate guy, the guy who was handed millions of dollars as a kid. I'm sure he fucked over quite a few people in his life. There's no doubt about that, but is he an abuser? Is he a rapist? We don't know.
That's heavy.
It is heavy.
Very heavy.
And he's in charge of the greatest country in the world. The most powerful. Pretty crazy, because if this shit is true, it's like, damn, he's literally in office. We're just like, fuck it, he's a felon. Put him in. And then there's Kamala Harris, which, but nah, I couldn't never see myself voting for that in my life. And it's more about what we experienced with Biden and the lack of transparency of the whole.
I just love how
them as a
my
whole.
favorite part about it is like she's not black, but she considers herself a woman of color.
That's fine. We just hired a FBI director of color, and no one gave a fuck because he's not a liberal. It's funny how like the stories change. Like, oh, when Joe Biden was president, it's like, no, his son did nothing wrong. We're going to hide all. They censored the fucking stories, and Mark Zuckerberg admitted to it, or one of the fucking tech guys admitted to it. Like, yeah, we censored shit for the White House. That's fact.
Damn.
I mean, we could end it on that note. Is like
the
Mark Zuckerberg censor. Nate, can we get one more Google out of you?
One Google.
The Mark Zuckerberg censor.
A Google.
Mark Zuckerberg, what did they censor? What did I just say? Censor.
Meme.
Was it the Biden's son story?
Yeah.
What the fuck's his name? Hunter. I don't know if they censored this or something else, but they did something. Or was it? No. Facebook exec suppressed Hunter Biden laptop scandal. Bombshell report. This is on a government website.
Damn.
Yeah. They collaborated with censorship on the Biden-Harris administration. I don't know if it was around like the election or around his son. What the fuck they were censoring? I don't have all the facts here. But I know they admitted to hiding shit.
Damn.
And yeah. And it all ended and he pardoned his son. And
What does that
everyone's
word
happy.
mean, Nate, above your mouse? Corroborated? Corroborated?
Corroborated.
Corroborated? It's not collaborated.
It means like the same thing though.
Corroborated. Instead of
Basically.
collaboration, which seems willingly, corroborated seems forced.
Yeah. Corroborated. Well, it seems like you're doing something illegal, like you corroborated. What the fuck? Repairman turned whistleblower John Paul Isaac Mack, whatever, provided the laptop which Hunter failed to retrieve. The FBI in December 2019, believing it had significant information, and he later found all the facts. Republicans accuse FBI and tech platforms of collaborating to defeat Trump. They definitely suppressed shit in the last election, blah, blah, blah. So it's fact. I'm not just saying like, hey, Jack Dorsey's a piece of shit. But at least Elon bought X and he's not censoring things, despite every other.
Oh, he doesn't censor nothing, dude.
Despite what
It's
else
crazy
he's
how
up to.
active Trump and Elon are on X. They're active as fuck on there.
I think Trump has people. He'll tell people what to tweet and they'll tweet it because I've seen him do it live. But Elon, I think he kind of just like gets on, scrolls a little bit. Elon's kind of
Damn.
a little scroller.
Dude.
But yeah, he uses that shit more than me. So I don't
No,
know.
he uses that shit like crazily, dude. Like wildly. Let's look at Trump's latest tweet. He hasn't tweeted for a day.
Well, he's got his own Truth Social app that he uses. Look up posts from Truth on Twitter or some shit. You can find it.
Oh, damn. Elon's pushing Grok AI like a motherfucker.
Grok.
It's better than
3's
ChatGPT.
Grok 3's pretty good.
Damn.
Grok 3's pretty good.
Grok is better than Grok or Grok 3.
Grok 3 is the new one.
He's trying to push people to just get Grok.
It's all the same thing. It's just the current version is 3. Just like GPT is 4.
Damn. Yeah. Elon's always tweeting, dude. He tweets so much every day.
I do like what he do with Twitter though. The algorithm's a lot fucking nicer. Like, I can like feel a difference than the old Twitter.
Dude, it's wild how much stuff there is on here.
It's like
Grok 3 prompting hacks. Acting as role. AI research assistant, creative storyteller, data analyst, tech tutor, philosopher, historian, fitness coach, business strategist, language expert, problem solver, futurist. Will save you hours a day. Damn.
It's pretty good. I wouldn't cap on you, but it's good when you want to fact check a news article, if you know what I mean. No Google Gemini.
Grok to understand.
Ah, shit. I don't know. I heard Google was more conservative this time around.
Yeah, I think it is.
Changing the name to Gulf of America, and then they did something else. Oh, they got rid of like the gay holiday on the Google Calendar. They got rid of a bunch of holidays.
Well, what do y'all say? We're tapping out. It's like
Yeah.
your time's over.
We hit the time.
Yep.
I had to get out my Tyler juice. Cameron got out his valet juice at the beginning. So that's it.
How's that?
Bye.